Ultimately, what we're trying to do is want to make sure that we're specializing. We want to make sure that every program, 9s and 10s, academy, 11s and 12s, 13 and up, our high school age groups, that they all have somebody who's in charge of those programs, who are specialized, who say these are what my responsibilities are to this age group, and they're getting that individual attention. And I think that's important in all stages, that you're not sort of delayed on the things that you should have learned because you've already gone through it. And as you start to go forward and you look forward, you start to see what to expect, and there's a familiar face waiting for you who's ready and getting you prepared for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the specialization with the age groups, we were going to touch on this later with one of our questions about core curriculum. But to speak to us a little bit about what you've been putting in place for the curriculum for those age groups.
Yeah, so something specific is hiring a tournament director, somebody who's going to lay out a floor plan for our teams to follow, to make sure that we're traveling as a group in unity to events that are age appropriate and that are level appropriate, to make sure that our higher level teams are going to tournaments that are going to expose our kids to the proper division that they're hoping to play in the future, the appropriate level. Making sure that our membership are prepared for it, that they know, hey, you know what, next year we're going to be U13, we're going to be traveling out to Castle, we might even be going down to Disney. But they're prepared for it even at age 10, 11, 12 as they go forward, because that plan is set out. Having somebody like a technical director, we do technical sessions, is something that we like to do for our club, is making sure that our membership are, at no extra cost, receiving more and more, as much as we can give you. And in the past, it's sort of been a, hey, if you're a full-time member, full-time staff member, sorry, you're coming out and you're being a part of these sessions. Now we're putting somebody in charge of the technical sessions, saying, this is the curriculum for the technical sessions. On day one, in August, this is what we're working on. And we're working on this, so we can end with this in November. And there's somebody who's in charge of that, somebody who's taking ownership of it, and essentially making it better.
Mm-hmm. And I know with the core curriculum, we're looking at building everything in it from the physical standpoint, from the psychological standpoint, from the tactical standpoint, and the social, all 4 pillars of those. So I know there's some exciting things going on as we build into those 4 pillars. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So we're looking at those 4 pillars, and we're trying to make sure that we're using to the best of our knowledge, specializing in those 4 pillars, but also to accepting the fact that we might not specialize in some. The social, for example. We are again partnering with the University of Tennessee sports psychology graduate students. Right now they're slowly coming in and working with some select teams, but we're making time for them in our coaches meetings to come in and work with all of our coaches. So there's a trickle-down effect in making sure that our coaches are learning how to handle a kid who may not be taking the instruction all that well, who may not be playing all that well right now, and not just brushing it off as they don't care, or they're not good enough, or they don't get it, but taking it a little further and understanding why, so we can be more efficient, so we can give that kid the proper opportunity to grow. Mm-hmm. Things like the physical pillar. We're all great. We can make kids run 120s all day long, but is that what's really going to make them grow, get stronger, be physically prepared for games? No, there's so much more to it. It's a science that you should specialize in. So we're actually actively looking at 2 programs that are here in Knoxville, who could come in and give us the SAQ teaching that we need, getting our kids stronger, healthier. We're looking at injury prevention, like ACL tears. We're doing everything we can to prevent that. But also too, at the beginning of the year, you need this sort of aspect of a fitness exercise. That they can specialize in, that they can give us the guidelines and sort of set that for us, so that we're peaking at the right time of the year, not too early, not too late. But again, it's a science that they understand better than we do, and we want to make sure that we're giving that to our teams and to our membership. From a tactical standpoint, we currently have a curriculum that is set up for development, soccer-wise, for our U9s, U10s, grouped together, our U11s, U12s, our 13s and 14s, and our 15s and up. Each stage of development has its guidelines saying this is how we're going to prepare you for the next level. When you get there, we're going to know that you're ready because these are the steps that your coach took to get you there. When we talk about the technical aspect, going back to the specialized hire in our technical director and what he's doing with those technical sessions.